You can float above the Earth's curve. Wealthy individuals are chasing experiences beyond common imagination. For a staggering $450,000 a seat, a few select people have journeyed into suborbital space. This is not science fiction, but a reality for the ultra-rich. Imagine ascending to an altitude of 85 kilometers. That is more than 50 miles straight up. You experience about 15 minutes of true weightlessness. The view of Earth is very unforgettable. About 200 people have already purchased these tickets. Some have even completed the journey. Each trip requires 3 very intense days of training. This prepares you for the intense G-forces, and Zero Gravity, Virgin Galactic, and Blue Origin are the main players in this exclusive space race. They plan 5 launches in the next 12 months. These ventures push the boundaries of human exploration for those with immense financial resources. The spacecraft reaches a maximum speed of 3,700 kilometers per hour. That is 2,300 miles per hour. The rocket engine burns for about 60 thrilling seconds. It creates 3 Gs of force on the passengers. Each suborbital vehicle carries 6 passengers and 2 pilots. The total flight time is around 90 minutes. This includes both ascent and descent. The entire program is managed by 150 dedicated engineers. They work 7 days a week. The cost covers all necessary medical checks and 1 special flight suit. It is an extraordinary privilege. A new frontier is open. Then there is the silent, crushing depth of the ocean's floor. One individual paid $750,000 for a private dive. This journey took them to the Mariana Trench, a place deeper than Mount Everest is tall. The submersible plunged deeply 11,000 meters down. That is nearly 7 miles beneath the waves. The pressure down there is over 1,000 times what we feel on the surface. It is like having an elephant standing on your thumb. This single explorer designed and built 3 special submersibles, each one crafted to withstand the crushing forces. Only 7 human beings have ever reached this extreme depth. The entire dive lasted a grueling 12 hours. They saw truly unique bioluminescent creatures, organisms that have never seen sunlight. This quest for the unknown costs millions. It yields data invaluable to science, but primarily it is for an unparalleled personal adventure. The custom submersible was named the Deep Challenger. It weighed 12 tons. It was constructed from 120 millimeters of high-strength specialized steel alloy. The life support system could last for 72 hours. It carried 5 external cameras and 4 powerful LED lights. The water temperature at that depth is near freezing at 2 degrees Celsius. The journey down takes about 4 hours, and the ascent takes another 4, leaving 4 hours for exploration. This amazing feat pushes the limits of engineering. It requires incredible courage. Imagine reliving history with breathtaking authenticity. One billionaire spent $10 million to stage an ancient Roman gladiatorial event. This was not a small party. It was a massive 2-week production. 300 professional actors were involved. They wore historically accurate costumes. 5,000 custom-made props filled the arena. 150 staff members managed every detail, from the food to the battle choreography. The setting was a meticulously recreated Roman amphitheater. It felt truly immersive. Guests were transported back 2,000 years. They watched mock battles. They dined on period-correct banquets. This was more than just a show. It was a living historical drama. The attention to detail was obsessive. Every shield and helmet was handcrafted. This shows how far some will go for a unique entertainment experience. The project took 2 years of planning. It involved 50 historical consultants. Over 1,000 costumes were sewn by hand. They used 300 horses, all trained for combat simulations. 20 different food stations served 50 authentic Roman dishes. The event venue covered 300 acres. Security was provided by 75 former military personnel. The entire experience created 4,500 temporary jobs. It was a spectacle of unparalleled scale. A time travel fantasy, scaling the world's highest peak is another extreme pursuit. But a private Everest ascent for one millionaire cost $1,200,000. This was no ordinary expedition. They had 13 dedicated Sherpas, each one a seasoned guide. 2 personal chefs prepared gourmet meals at base camp. A private doctor monitored health constantly. Every climber had 4 oxygen bottles, far more than standard. The entire expedition lasted a full 60 days. This bespoke journey reached 8,848 meters. That is 29,032 feet above sea level. The temperatures dropped to minus 40 degrees Celsius. Winds often reached 100 kilometers per hour. This level of luxury and safety in such a dangerous environment is unheard of. It turns a deadly challenge into a meticulously managed adventure. The climbing team consisted of only 3 individuals, including the client. They carried 1,200 kilograms of gear, that is 2,600 pounds. 7 satellite phones ensured constant communication. A 5-star chef prepared 180 meals. A personal photographer documented every moment. They used 150 meters of fixed ropes. It was a heavily supported climb. The total support staff numbered 30 people. The risk was still immense, but minimized by extravagant spending. Only 1% of Everest climbers get such support. Finally, consider the pursuit of the ghost leopard, an animal so rare it is almost mythical. One eccentric individual funded a $3 million expedition. They searched the remote Himalayas for 6 months. This team included 25 expert scientists and trackers. They were looking for evidence of this elusive big cat. The mission did not find a ghost leopard itself, but it did discover 175 new insect species. They also captured 10,000 hours of drone footage. This footage documented previously unmapped terrain. It provided new insights into high-altitude ecosystems. The expedition covered over 5,000 square kilometers of rugged terrain. They used 25 specialized cameras, 10 infrared traps, and 300 ground sensors. This demonstrates a commitment to exploration, even when the primary goal is not met. The scientific byproduct is immense. This is about more than just finding an animal. It is about the thrill of the chase, the contribution to knowledge, and the sheer scale of the private endeavor. These experiences are reserved for a select few, those with pockets deep enough to buy the extraordinary. They reshape our understanding of what is possible. They push human limits, and they highlight the immense gap between the ultra-wealthy and everyday life. Each journey represents an extreme commitment of time, money, and resources. These are not holidays. They are carefully planned sagas. They show a desire to transcend the ordinary, a drive for the absolute peak of human experience, from the edge of space to the deepest oceans, from ancient battles to untouched wilderness. The cost is astronomical. But for these individuals, the return is priceless. They are writing their own history, one unforgettable moment at a time. The team spent 180 nights camping. They consumed 5,400 dehydrated meals. They trekked 1,500 kilometers. That is 930 miles. The expedition employed 50 local guides, providing income to 15 villages. The data collected is still being analyzed by 10 universities. It offers unique insights into unexplored regions. This journey represents a blend of personal quest and scientific contribution. It is an investment in unparalleled discovery, a luxury adventure.